Hey folks, welcome to another new episode. This one was recorded right before the last PAX. PAX East 2020 was in February, right before the thing happened that I guess you shouldn't say on YouTube unless you get screwed up in the algorithm, whatever. So I left for PAX and I did some recording on that trip on my phone, which is my first ever experimentation with recording on the phone. I don't know how well it ended up working out. I decided not to do it later because it was too much of a hassle. Pretty much just used it for cannonball smithing. So enjoy that. Hopefully that made it into the edit okay. And that's all. Enjoy the episode.
Good morning. I didn't get to talk too much last night, but absolutely did get that dragon pick drop, which is fantastic. I'm super pumped about that. So I think my short-term plans are to finish up the Lumbridge Elite Diary and then focus on the Varrock Elite Diary so I can have my Prospector kit back and then get mining up. Well, I guess not get mining up. Deplete my Crystal Axe, and the process of depleting my Crystal Axe is probably going to involve me. I want to finish woodcutting before I dismantle the Crystal Axe. So I'll probably get to at least 85, possibly 86 woodcutting with it, then dismantle it, make the Crystal Pickaxe, and then work on mining to the max number needed for Diary. It's a new day though, so I'm going to go do a farming run, and after finishing Vedion with Chaos Factor, we're now talking about doing God Wars Dungeon. I would like to have some ecumenical keys, which I understand you can farm from the Wilderness God Wars Dungeon. That'll let us get back to the boss room in case something goes wrong. Yeah, we die and lose our stuff. You don't have to kill another 40 enemies to get back in the boss room. So I think I'm going to go try to farm for 3 ecumenical keys, and then depending on if I've still got time remaining, I'll come back and we'll try to work on smithing. But I definitely have enough banked XP to finish the smithing grind. I gotta do all these mithril bars, all these steel bars, and then I have to smelt these gold bars, but that'll get us there. Okay, I'm off to it. Hey, I had a mahogany tree die and I was able to successfully resurrect it. That's good. Also, hooray for the occult altar, that made that a lot easier. Swamp spell books real fast. Oh, I totally could have. Well, I used House Tab, but I didn't have to. I could have just used the Spirit Tree to remember that I have that. Kill count 27 on this, where still no bucket. By the time it drops, I'm probably not going to really need the bucket anymore. I'm basically done with farming. It's a 1 in 30 drop. We're getting pretty close to the drop rate. Oh, actually, 1 in 35. Excuse me. Right, before I do the Wilderness God Wars dungeon, I'm going to do some alching of those mithril plate bodies to make sure I have enough cash to stock my miscellaneous coffer. I burned through a lot of it to pay Chaos for his half of the dragon pickaxe, so... Okay, I think I've got a decent setup to not get hurt. Well, not get harassed by the monsters in the Godburst dungeon. Can't say the same for players. There's an ecumenical key. Bounce out of here, deposit it, and come back. Here's a second key. I think I'm just gonna go for 5. Another one. Oh, let me drop. Here's key number 4. So the diary does work. I'm gonna have to like go talk to an NPC to trigger it. Come back one more time. Get a 5th one. Finally had someone PK me. Lost my blessings, right? See if they looted it. And Zamorak robes. Probably could have fought them if I had brought some resources. Oh, I got my glory amulet again. Yep, took all of my good shit. Frustrating. Watch the minimap better, I guess. There's the last key. Now I can just leave. It's unfortunate. I didn't just get that drop and leave a couple seconds earlier. Oh well. Biggest thing I lost was the Honorable Blessing, which is like 5,000 gold. I could come back to the rule I was talking about earlier about being able to buy back my stuff that I lose in the wilderness. But I'll have to think about whether I actually endorse that or not, because I don't know. I'm going to go pick up my Nightmare Zone boxes and sand, and then I'm going to take a short break. And I'll probably come back and do smithing. Okay, short break time. Hey, I'm back. Let's go do smithing. Smithing 81, just 2 levels to go. It just occurred to me that Tears of Guthix, however you pronounce it, Tears of Guthix should be available now. I would need to get fishing up one more level, right? Yeah. I'm gonna go try 3-tick fishing, since I haven't actually had a chance to give it a shot yet. I do want to finish these mithril bars, but I completely forgot that was a thing, so... Managed to boost to get the redwood task. Farming task. Contract. Oh, I got a Hesperia seed out of it. Nice. Poison ivy berries. Okay. Nice, yeah, I got a bunch of really good seeds. Several Celastris seeds, that's the shit. So I have way more magic potion than I'm ever going to need. So I'm hoping to save, if you're wondering why I'm saving all these caviars rather than throwing them out, each caviar combined with a magic potion is worth about 57 herblore XP, and it would just be a way for me to throw out some of my excess magic potions. So right now I've got about 5,500 herblore XP banked, which isn't a ton, but you know, it adds up if I keep doing barbarian fishing here. Fishing, 71. Getting a little more XP. Oh, I didn't realize that I needed 71 to use the crystal harpoon. Well, I guess that's good. I plan to use it after finishing mining. So fishing is such a high level requirement. 814, 782, 814, 692. Alright, let's go do Tears of Guthix, and I'm gonna take a break. I'm 196, I think that's a PB for me. Just didn't try to pull the trick of getting it to spawn exactly where I was standing at all. Well, almost 13,000 Runecraft XP. Awesome. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead to the Privathenus Bank, and then I'm gonna take a break. Probably come back and finish smithing.
at least, you know, I really want to turn those steel bars into cannonballs. That's going to help with future Slayer training, which I'm going to need to do. So I might buy gold, like buy gold ore from Ordan, rather than smith all the steel bars and the steel bodies. But I am going to finish the mithril bars and then figure out how much I need after that. Caviar, that's like... yeah, it's like 12,000 XP worth of caviar. 12,000 herb lore XP. It's about a day's worth of Nightmare Zone herb boxes. It's not terrible. Alright, I'll see ya. Yo, so I did some silent smithing there. I'm just going to finish up the mithril bars, and I think I'm going to try to do cannonballs for a bit. Finish up editing this video. Not going to do all the cannonballs because that would take probably over 24 hours. I think that 10,000 steel bars into cannonballs would take an extremely long time. But I will do some until I finish the work that I'm set out to do. Alright, just made it through many thousands of mithril. I think I'm going to do cannonballs first. I was considering doing alking these mithril plate bodies because I need the money for all sorts of things. Not least of which is restocking my miscellanea coffer. But for now I'm going to do... I really need it to be super AFK, so I'm going to do cannonballs. With 553 actions per hour. It would be 18 hours to make all the cannonballs that I could possibly make. Yikes. So I'm going to be leaving for PAX soon, and I would love to do a little bit of grinding while like, I'm on the airport and that sort of thing. I did my grinding test with Herblore on the drive back from Vegas. That was a like short, it probably was like a fast-forwarded 20-second mobile clip. But even Herblore, even like cleaning herbs, is too brutal on mobile for me. So I think what I might do is I might do cannonballs. It's just a couple clicks to initiate and then a couple minutes of AFK. I will get a screen recorder and bring an external battery and do my best to record all of that as it happens, but the more I'm thinking about it, even though it would take
was how many 18 hours or something to make all these cannonballs. The more of them I make, the better, because I'm going to have to make them eventually, and with my Tin Man restrictions, I don't really have easy access to them. If I were to make all of them, that's 36,000 cannonballs. I don't think that would last me for the rest of the game, but it might last me to Diary Slayer level, maybe. I'm not going to commit to it right now. That's a ton of time. I kind of want the satisfaction of finishing 83 smithing so I can get the Lumbridge Elite Diary. But there's more smithing to be done after that to get the other diaries, so maybe at some point we'll do cannonballs, or I'll make cannonballs my mobile activity and just try to record it. I guess if there was one thing that I would be comfortable with not having completely recorded, I hate saying this, but if there's one thing I'd be comfortable with, it would probably be this. It's so slow, 13k XP an hour, so predictable what comes out of it. I'm still going to try to, but like worst case scenario, if I lose some screen recordings or something, I'm not going to be too sad. But I'll try very hard to capture it. There'll be no live split timer when it's happening. That will probably be a couple dozen hours from now. It might not even happen in this episode. We'll see. I'm gonna go do a farming contract real quick. Got some time where I can't do work to wait for something to render, so I may as well pay a little bit closer attention. Got another spirit seed, so that's cool. I'd like to have the number of remaining spirit seeds, spirit tree locations, plus 1 in case I ever wanted to move the one that's in my player-owned house. Swap it with the fairy ring. Alright, I just finished my work, so I'm gonna head to bed. Good night. Hey, it's a new day. Gonna go do dailies and farming runs, and then we'll probably try to do something smithing related. I'm going to give Zolcano a quick try, because I need more ore to get 83 smithing, and I just want to see how bad it is now that it's been nerfed. Maybe we'll do like 10 kills or something. Mining 76. I forgot I was that close. We got some gold ore on the first kill, that's a good sign. Lame. Crystal Tool Seed dropped that drop. Went to the MVP. I don't think there's any way possible to get it anymore, because you need to have a crystal pickaxe to be able to compete, right? Because he already has one. Okay, that's 320 kill count for Zolcano. Go find something else to do. Maybe deal with all this ore. $82 smithing. We're on the last lap. Very close to the end. Need one more level. I'm gonna grab these gold bars and then I'm gonna take a break. And I'm back. I'm gonna head down back into the blast furnace, finish up the stuff I'm making, go to the anvil, and then see what I gotta do next. Okay, so if I wanted to get to knock out 83 with my steel that I have banked, I would need to use about half of my banked steel. I'm still going to get a ton of cannonballs from the remaining steel. I'm trying to decide whether I want to go ahead and make steel plate bodies and say fuck it, because it's literally a 10-hour grind. It's an 11-hour grind. If I wanted to go the rest of the way to 83 just with cannonballs. So I think I'm going to do steel plate bodies. I'll save the rest of them. I'll try to keep like 4,000 or so steel in my bank so I've got something to do when I'm on mobile. Test that out with this pack strip coming up here in a couple days. So probably worth allocating. 1,200 is pretty good. Oh man, it took like a week, but smithing 83, it's done. I still need to do a little bit more smithing for the other diaries, but this is by far the most important one because this gets us the Lumbridge Elite Diary.
I'm going to try to go boost for it now. I think I need to get some adamant ore first, though. Can I mine adamant ore nearby? I'm going to try to just grab some real quick. I think I need 5. Don't know if there's any in the Treherne mine here, but I'm going to check. That might be adamant back there. Yep, perfect. I think I have some leftover orange spices from when I was doing that miserable RuneCraft grind. Yeah, I got it on almost the first spice, didn't I? Okay, well, that should help a little bit. I gotta make these in the drainer sewer. Okay. I actually don't remember how to get there. This trapdoor, maybe? Looks right. It's not that big of a pain to get back to if I have to go clear debuffs. We'll see. Give me that +5 boost. Nope, that's -2. Just gonna wait it out. Got it on the second stew. Too easy. Awesome. Alright, let me do the other task. I think I have to boost thieving or something. I might have an easier way to boost thieving. Let's see. So I think I need 78. Yeah. Adamant plate body, water runes, quest cape moat. Let me check that in game really quick. Chop magic logs in the mage training arena. Okay. Let me use the tree really quick to bank. Oh, I might still have a bandit's brew in the bank. Gives me a +1 boost that I need. Cool. I don't have to go like on Sorceress's Garden, which I still haven't done. Or get yellow spices. Oh, sorry, really loud click-clacking on my keyboard there. I'm doing video editing. Just one of the stages I have to do that. There's the magic log. Let me go do... Steal from a Dorgish Khan rich chest. Okay. Make sure I still have that bandit's brew. It'd be nice to get rid of it finally. I do! Exactly 1. I'll get rid of it now. Raise the sun. Alright, there's the pick the lock that required the +1 boost. Oh, frog leather body. No kidding. Okay. Alright, last thing I gotta do is the agility course. Pickpocket somebody on the agility course. And then we'll have our first ever elite diary done, and one of the most impactful too. It's really gonna open up what I'm able to do, I think. Zulrah, for example, if I die at Zulrah, it's much less of a hassle because I don't have to worry about like going to the bank, getting the Draman staff, bringing it, collecting my items, banking, putting stuff back. Here's the guy we want to pickpocket. Hey, you completed all of the elite tasks in the Lumbridge and Drainer area. Speak to Hatius Gosatius outside of Lumbridge Castle. Claim your reward. Oh yeah, that's how you get an extra pendant of Lucian. Might actually want more of those. Pockets are empty. Okay, never mind. I was thinking of the Armadillo pendant. The ring might be better too, the Explorer's Ring 4. Completed all the elite tasks in my Lumbridge and Drainer achievement diary. Completed all the tasks in the Lumbridge Drainer diary. Earned another reward. I've upgraded your Explorer's Ring in addition to the previous benefits. Block an additional Slayer target. Recharge all your run energy 3 times a day. Has high level alchemy now, 30 times a day, which I could see being useful. Culinary Master's chest is 20% cheaper. You know, we're going to throw this pretty pink lamp on Herblore. Nice. Okay, so Explorer's Ring 4 is still prayer +1, but it's cool. Free alchemy, even though it doesn't give you XP, could be useful. Look at that, it's all green now, like the quest. Oh man, I am more inspired than ever to get the diary cape. Such a silly reason to want it, but... Fantastic. Let's go test out this no Ramen staff thing, right? Oh, it's so awesome. I'm so happy. It's greatly expanded the ease of travel for me. Totally worth it. Should put my player-owned house in here, right? Cool. Okay, well that was a ton of work, so it's time for me to take a break. When we come back, I'll try to figure out which one we're working on next. I made a diary tracker in my old quest tracker spreadsheet that summarizes which of the diaries requires the least XP, so I might just go in that order. I do want to focus on Varrock next regardless of the XP, just so I can get the Varrock Body 4 and can actually use my new Dragon Pickaxe, finish off the mining task. I need to get mining to 80, which is only 4 levels, it's not too bad. I might get some mining levels just by running more Zolcano, which I'm probably going to want to do for the banked smithing XP. I still need to take smithing to 86. That's 3 more levels, and it's going to be a brutal 3 levels. I want to say it's like about 1 million XP. So that's not going to be free. But yeah, I'm glad that that's done. That might be an episode ender. We'll see. I don't know what else is going to be happening soon. In any case, I'll see you next time. Bye.
Good morning. I'm very excited to have this Elite Lumbridge diary done. My next project for today is, well, I'm going to do my dailies, obviously, but I'd like to start working on the Varrock diary. Get that out of the way. And we'll find out what we're doing after that. For Varrock diary, it's probably going to be Herblore. So I might do an herb run as well as a fruit tree run today. We'll see. By doing all these tree runs, it kind of sets me up to be able to do Sporia at least once per day. Farming 88. No farming levels matter until 94. They're all just percentages of the way to 94. I guess this helps me boost a little bit better. I think the requirement I have is like 91 farming for a diary, so I can use a garden pie now instead of having a spicy stew, so I guess that's nice. But the rest of it's not relevant. I might end up just... well, I'm not going to hold myself to this because I hate it, but at some point I might try to do Tithe Farm to finish off 94 farming. But thought of basically spending as much time as I've spent in Nightmare Zone on strength, except ultra attention intensive Tithe Farm does not sound like a fun time to me. So we'll see. Can use my Dramen staff, Elite Lumbridge diary to be able to teleport directly to this herb patch from the house instead of having to use the active file. It saves me 2 seconds. Herb run. Alright, so my plan here is to try to use the Hard Wilderness Diary to get noted Wines of Zamorak. I have no idea how popular that location is to troll for players, but I figure I may as well give it a shot. I need to clear up some bank space, though, because that's becoming a problem. So I'm going to head over to the Grand Exchange really quick to can some potions. At some point I gotta really liquidate, because I am paycheck to paycheck on bank space at the moment. It's pretty bad. So I think that crevice there is a shortcut that's only available if you're done the medium wilderness diary. That's, I guess running out of here is not going to be easy. It seems pretty high risk once these are noted, because you can stay here indefinitely, right? As long as you have the law runes and the air runes. The more risk, the more likely someone's going to hop in and just instant jib you. Hopefully I can watch the mini-map and just be ready to hop if I see anything pop in. Okay, I just telegrabbed 100. It's pretty low effort. 141,000 gold worth of wines. Presumably I need to do that 9 more times. The actual scary part. The scarier part, I think, is making it back to the main training arena, because it looks like people do chill there to try to catch people. But I'd love to be able to clear out all of my banked dwarf weeds, because they're worth so much herblore XP in comparison. Made it alive on the first batch. I have 952 banked dwarf weeds of 160 banked Wines of Zamorak. Excuse me, I guess I can walk from here to the dungeon today and go all the way home. Try to do that. I think doing about 100 at a time is pretty safe. Not a huge risk at any point. About 20,000 risk in law runes. I can always buy those back elsewhere. Okay, let's do this. And so assuming I'm not getting harassed, I do it in about 10 minutes per 100. It's not too terrible. Certainly much better than telegrabbing them north of Falador. That's garbage. And the time to bank's not so bad. Imagine the benefit of this is going to completely fall away if I get PK'd even once, but I brought some stuff to try to defend myself if I do get jumped. Okay, I tried to up the risk a little bit this time and brought enough runes for 200 telegrabs and did not get harassed. A little bit stressful though. I can kind of feel, if I could put my stress meter on the screen, I would. It's not the same as my heart rate. Yeah, like, it seems like it taps out at a reasonable place when I get to 100 telegrabs, but everything after 100 was just more and more stressful, like, really just paying super close attention to the mini-map, freaking out. Because I shouldn't count my chickens yet, because I still have to make it back to the major arena to bank it, but I might do 150 next time. I think that's a reasonable middle ground. Take more advantage of the fact that the drops are noted. Whew, made it.
I literally had a PKer pop in the second I pulled my last item, but I was able to hit my world hop button and try to get out of here. First one I've seen. Heart's pounding right now. I gotta go do an herb run after this anyway, so I might take a break. It's definitely easier to hop while doing these wines than other activities where you have to hop away from PKers, though. Whew, I made it. Jesus. I could probably just make those 610 for now, and then come back and do the rest later. I've been doing this since about 5:30 in the morning, so it might be that it's less popular at that time of day, who knows. Go do an herb run real fast, and then do more. Okay, I made it alive. Another batch of 100. I'm gonna do 100 at a time since I've finally actually seen a PKer now. Made it safely again. I think I'm gonna do 2 more runs, get up to 1,000 banked wines. But I'm gonna take a break really quick before I do that. I think I can log out here. Yep. I was muted there while I was cooking some breakfast. Logged off really quick to go grab the breakfast rather than stand AFK in this room. Alright, 1,010 Wines of Zamorak. It was actually not too bad. Kitties. Wow, they're trying to eat my lunch. They're pathetic, and they got extra aggressive when I started talking. Go do a farming herb run and get my daily stuff, and then I'll probably start mixing these range potions. Alright, I was able to use the Hard Desert Diary to clean, or to make 965 unfinished dwarf potions. Glad I got to take advantage of that. It cost me almost 200,000 gold, but probably saved me a ton of time. So, time I would have spent making unfinished potions, I could be doing Zolcano or something more interesting. Don't know how long I've been off mute. May have heard the toilet flushing in the background a second ago. Oops. Also the tick-tick-tock-tock of video editing. To reapply splits on my second round. We'll see. I'm recording this in February of 2020. This episode will probably get edited in 2025 or something, so maybe I'll have caught it, maybe I didn't. There's Herblore 84. Tons of XP held up in these dwarf weeds that I'm happy to get rid of here. I'm going to finish up the dwarf weeds. I'm going to see what I can do with the rest of the secondaries in my bank. I think the plan is to stop at 85 Herblore for now. That's the highest that I need for diaries. I need it for the Varrock diary, which is why we're doing it right now. I could see trying to push to 89 Herblore, though, to be able to make antivenoms plus, because that would help a lot with Zulrah attempts and that sort of a thing. But for now, let's keep burning through these potions. Alright, just finished getting rid of 950 some dwarf weeds from my bank. I feel wonderful. Let me see if I can clear up some more space to make a few more unfinished potions. I'm gonna... Oh, actually, let me clean these dwarf weeds. Do I have enough? I don't have enough. I didn't get enough Zamorak wines to mix all of the dwarf weeds that I have remaining from herb boxes and miscellanea, but I'll make whatever I've got, and then we'll do make some other kind of potion here. It's a lot of herbs to clean. Alright, I'm actually curious what's my banked Herblore XP situation at the moment. I do not want to use all of these. If I ignore the Guam, I still hit 85. If I ignore the Marantil, I still hit 85. If I ignore the Terramin, that's the stress. That I need to make any of those three. So I can hit 85 without any of that. Maybe. Guess I'll dump the Torstals too. Okay. This looks promising. I should be able to get all these secondaries without too much trouble. The potato cactus is a bit of a pain. I stopped gathering it because I was leaving it to check health status for farming contracts. I should be able to catch up on that in theory. Alright, let's get back to business. Probably means I can stop farm runs. We'll see. It probably makes sense to continue doing Lantodime, Dwarfweed, and Toad Flax, because those are worth a ton of XP, but I can probably stay away from anything lower than that. Yeah, burned through all the herbs and secondaries I already had banked. Puts me about 55% of the way to 85, so that's pretty good. I think I can pretty much just get away with, use my words here. Get away with just farming secondaries and making all the remaining stuff that I've got in the bank rather than continuing to farm for herbs. Looks like my XP calculator says that should be possible. So I might finish up this last herb run that I've got pending right now, and then not herb run for a while. Well, maybe I'll keep going just because I've got this anima seed planted. Let's see.
Using up my caviar, getting some free magic, some free Herblore XP from it. I feel like that's the way to go. It's pretty good. And it's way faster than mixing potions, so it's like if you already got the magic potions, you may as well. There's only a couple potions that get a little bit more XP than magic potions, but this is the one that's the most useless to me right now, or that I have the most extras of, I should say. Yeah, it ended up being almost 5% of the level. It's not bad at all. Let me go put these back. Do 1 vial. Herblore is way less miserable when you when you can use this as a her guy. I would have done it sooner, but I had to kill the Calphite Queen, and that didn't become possible until I did it with Chaos Vector, so... We're at kill count 29. 6 to go before we hit the expected drop rate of the compost bucket. Still have not gotten it. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap there. Here's what's about to happen. So, I leave for PAX tomorrow morning. I am going to bring my laptop with me to try to do Hespori, fruit tree seed runs, that kind of thing. But I'm also going to try, emphasis on the word try, to record cannonball making on mobile, which might fail drastically and might miss out on recording a good chunk of it. So I'm going to do my best to get that recorded. This will be my first time doing extended recording on the phone. We'll see if it fails for whatever reason, but we will give it an honest shot. Because I will be alternating between phone recording and laptop recording, it'll be really hard for me to sync the live split timer that you see in the lower right corner. So that timer is about to disappear, probably for the duration of my PAX trip. And then I'll look at the total hours played. Hopefully if I get all the video, I'll just look at the video duration and add it to the clock when we come back to play proper. The current macro goal is Varrock Elite Diary, which involves finishing 85 Herblore, which pretty much at this point just involves getting secondaries. So, gathering plenty of potato cacti for the Lantidime, getting the remaining limpwort roots that we need for the Quarm, probably running quite a few runs of Giant Mole to get the bird nests for Toadflax, and then go into the Lumbridge basement for Chocolate Dust. Once Herblore is 85, I need to get fletching up. I'm probably going to do that via Broad Bolts. That shouldn't be too terrible. What else do I need? 73 Runecraft, I'll probably just do via ZMI. And then 84 Smithing. I'm going to need to get more materials for smithing because I burned through everything I had. Getting to 83, so there will probably be some Zolcano runs. Before I do those Zolcano runs, however, I would like to finish woodcutting, even though it's not required for the Varrock Diary.
I want to finish it just so that I can disassemble the crystal axe and build the crystal pickaxe. I can use that versus Alcano. So I'll probably do everything but smithing. Then go do woodcutting, get as much teak logs as I can possibly muster. I need to get to a minimum of 85 woodcutting, but I might go to 86, just so that I have a better chance of boosting for that last diary entry. Then we will make sure we've totally depleted all crystal shard charges on the crystal axe, dismantle it, make the crystal pickaxe, do some Zolcano. I'll probably just, since I need to get all my Zolcano out of the way, I'll probably do Zolcano until I have enough resources to get smithing to its maximum diary level, which is 86. And then hopefully with all of that done, I should be able to disassemble the crystal pickaxe and make the crystal harpoon, because you're going to need the harpoon for the longest to go from 71 to 91 fishing for diaries. Anyway, thank you. Like I said, live split timer is going to go away. The video might be janky as it displays a combination of mobile play and laptop play. I am hopeful that I think we're far enough away from 89 that I'm not going to get a farming level from this. Even if I do hunter, I'm probably not going to get a hunter level, and definitely not going to get a smithing level, even if we'd make all 4,000 some steel bars into cannonballs. So I shouldn't have to pop in and announce any level ups, but just in case something does level up while I am mobile, I will make a note of it and timestamp it, and then try to announce it once I edit all of this together and you see the ensuing montage. So I'll see you. Enjoy the fast forward. Bye.
Good morning, I am back from PAX East. Probably a ton of fast forwarding there, lots of cannonballs, lots of farming runs, little things here and there. I think I killed the giant mole a bunch of times in order to level up, to get bird nests, to level up herblore. I tried to avoid getting level ups during that fast forward, but I think I did get 89 farming. Hopefully I left a note in the video file to go back and comment that level up, but it wasn't all that long ago before now. I haven't been at my machine for a while. I've been doing all this on my phone and on my gaming laptop while traveling. So I kind of gotta get reoriented with what I was doing. Current big goal, though, is to get to the Varrock Elite Diary, which doesn't involve leveling up smithing, fletching, runecraft, that sort of thing. So I'm going to start working on that. I might do some Zolcano to get some smithing supplies. Might do a little bit more cannonball making to get some work done. But let's get at it. Alright, there's 85 herblore. The highest I'll need to take herblore for diaries boosting. Might want to take it as high as 90-ish, 89-ish for making all the relevant potions in the game, but that's still pretty exciting. Natively make Zamorak mix. Alright, next big thing is I need to get one smithing level. I need the materials for that. I do not want to mine for them. Zolcano got patched while I was at PAX. It now takes damage relative to your smithing and runecraft levels. So I don't know if that generally means that we're going to be more likely to get the VIP or less likely, but I'm going to go see what it's like right now. I just got some kind of weird lag spike and died. It was a bummer. Ship back real quick. Had some weird lag there again. Go back in and get my stuff. I should specify, I ended up getting enough ore and bars and stuff that I should be able to get to 84 smithing, which is what I need for the Varrock Diary. So I'm going to go to Blast Furnace, burn through all that, get all my bars, and then we're going to hammer it up. Okay, I finished making all my stuff. My money back out of the coffer. And I'm gonna go hammer these bars up. Probably get some work done and then take a break for the night. have to remember, because I'm getting fletching up to... I think I need to get to 81? 10 levels of fletching? Probably gonna give myself pretty bad, tendinitis. Carpal tunnel, that was the word I was looking for. Fletching, I'm gonna have to remember that I have all of these dart tips in the bank. It's probably worth a decent amount of XP. But I'm gonna go ahead and hammer this stuff up. Let's go. Smithing 84. That'll be enough for the Varrock Diary with a +5 boost. Probably go for it later, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish up these Mithra bars, and I think I'm gonna go to bed. Come back and pick up with fletching. Fletching's gonna take a while. I might have to break that up with some other things that aren't gonna give me carpal tunnel. We'll see.
And that's it. Thanks for watching. Elite Lumbridge Diary in the bag. Probably the most useful one. So the video essay is actually making a ton of really fast progress. I will definitely have it done before the end of July, maybe even within the next couple of weeks. I'm already shopping the draft around to people for some final comments here. Very excited to share that. It will be on this channel. I'll start referencing it at the end of basically every video once it gets published to get as many folks to see it as possible. If you don't mind checking that one out, sharing it with your friends who like RuneScape, if they're down for a 3.5 hour long video essay, I think they will enjoy it. Thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.